Hi all, Dr. Sydney here, and as we begin our unit on research writing, I wanted to go over the kinds of sources that you might be encountering. One of the popular sources is magazine articles. These articles are short, between 1 and 10 pages, and they take a short time to get to publication, usually a couple of weeks to about a month. There are people who review this information, usually one editor, but sometimes up to 3. You'll see headlines, not necessarily titles, and you're going to see lots of images for attraction. Articles in magazines tend to be more for popular culture and are pretty easy to read. Another popular source of information is the newspaper article. Newspaper articles also tend to be short, between 1 and 5 pages. There is a short time to publication, usually the next day. There'll often be an editor, but usually up to 3 editors who are checking the work. You'll have headlines instead of titles, and again, images are used for attraction. The type of style that's used for the writing is journalism or reporting. Next, you have web pages. Web pages are short articles, and there's a short time to publication. Essentially, if I write something now, I can post it on the web within 30 seconds. There might be editors, but there might be no one to edit the information either. You're going to have page titles, and you might have a host. You'll have images for attraction to break up the text. And then you want to make sure that you're really paying attention to what comes at the end of URL. .com is commercial, and so while the information may be good, they also might be trying to sell you something. .edu is for education. .gov is for government, and .org is for organization, typically something that's a nonprofit. Scholarly sources are a little bit different. In scholarly sources, we have original research. These are long articles, between 10 and 45 pages. It takes a long time to get them to publication. Sometimes it takes 6 months, sometimes it can take a year. There's a peer review board, so the article is not only being read by a single editor, but a group of people who decide whether the research is worthy enough to be published, or if it's appropriate for that particular publication. There are article titles, and often that there are images, but the images are used only for information, not for entertainment. Original research also tends to follow a specific format, specifically the scientific method. Another type of a scholarly source is the literature review. Literature reviews are also longer and take a long time to publication. Again, they'll have a peer review board. You'll see article titles and images for information only, and the information presented will be secondary data. Finally, there's the commentary. Commentary are short to medium articles, so about 1 to 20 pages. There's a moderate time to publication, so it's not as long as a full journal article, but it's certainly longer than a web page or a magazine article. A commentary needs to go through a peer review board. There are titles and images for information, but be careful with commentary, because commentary presents opinion and argument, usually of another source. So that's it for now. When you're thinking about doing your research, think about where your sources come from and how credible they are. If you have a question about whether something is credible or not, don't use it. Move on. That's it for now. I hope this has been helpful. See you later. Bye.